Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to feature Mauschen. And I must admit, I kind of like this mini mouse. I kind of enjoyed it. And if I'm not mistaken, Mauschen even means mini mouse. But I might be wrong. Germans, please don't spank me, please. I had great time playing with this vehicle, and I initially thought I am rating this vehicle as a bad vehicle in the index, but as you can see, it is not the case, fellas. We are rating this vehicle as a playable vehicle, and I cannot rate it any higher because open maps, Prokurovka, Kampinovka, Redshire, whatever, especially when there is a lot of artists, you will get farmed in a way. I cannot rate it higher, and plus on top of that, if you are meeting a person who has pretty much full gold loaded, imagine 279E, you are dead. You are as good as dead pretty much from the start of the game, so keep this in mind. But other than that, everything went well. I enjoyed myself, and you are going to see 3 awesome games, pressure without even thinking and beating the living crap out of the enemies. You will see the best damage game, which is going to be second game, and you will see some other things as well. For equipment, I would recommend to put hardering, maybe turbo, and maybe rammer. I experimented quite a bit with this vehicle, and I was playing with a standard equipment like ventilation, rammer, stabilizer. It worked well. Then I replaced ventilation for turbo, ventilation for improved hardering, and so on, so on. So yeah. Anyways, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, also I want to highlight one thing. We market this vehicle in record speed. We market this tank in 64 games up to 100% of the mark of excellence with a solid 3.7 thousand damage and 900 assisting damage. It was absolutely amazing kick-ass session, but I must admit, I played many games in the Recon map, so since people did not know how to play Recon map, I had, in a way, easier time with the Mauschen. And now, without further ado, let's teleport into the action, and you will see what we managed to craft with this beautiful tank. Let's go. And we are going straight into the action, or kind of. Well, you see, fellas, there is one thing with the Mauschen which is killing probably majority of the Mauschen players, I would say, or majority of the people who wants to enjoy Mauschen. You see, I wish to say we would have a button like this in the game when Mauschen is becoming instantly faster like this. This is the worst thing of this vehicle, fellas, and I really want to put this out of the way and say that straight in the face. Mauschen speed is definitely one of those disgusting things, and it is definitely not really funny and not very enjoyable. But if you can deal with that, there is quite a possibility you will enjoy this tank, and I was surprised. I loved myself playing with a Mauschen, and I don't really know why. Anyways, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing super aggressively in the map, which is called You Push You Lose. Shitfield, obviously. This is not the smartest strategy, this is not the smartest thing what I am doing, but from time to time it can work, and whenever you are playing with a tier 9 against the lower tiers in this kind of situation, tier 8s, this can work, honestly, fellas. Look at this. We are 2 minutes into the battle and we have already 1.6 thousand damage dealt. Let's make it 2,000 or 2.1 thousand. And as you can see, we are trying to make as good angle as we physically and possibly can. So we are pretending we are second fire in row. I repeat, second fire in row. If you are struggling to complete the mission to lit tanks twice on fire, I sincerely apologize. I did not mean to tease you. I apologize. Anyways, very lucky situation for us, and our team is winning quite a bit, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. If you would pay attention to the score, you would notice our team is winning this game by 5,000 hit points, which is absolutely nuts, and it is crazy, to be fair with you. But once again, luck is on our side for sure. And obviously, whenever you are seeing the situation when enemy team has no team, well, there is only one thing what you can physically and possibly do, and and that thing is to make as much pressure as you physically and possibly can in front. I believe you noticed in this game, we did not fire a single gold round. I repeat, a single gold round. Because, once again, enemies... first of all, we are playing against the lower tiers. And second of all, we did not met anyone with a super duper hyper turbo amazing armor. I mean, yeah, it's debatable. Maybe object 705 is the strong tank. But as you can see, we did not need to use the gold in order to feel well. Anyways, we have 4,300 damage dealt, which is already pretty damn good score for this vehicle, if you would ask me, and we still have quite a bit of the enemy forces left. To be exact, we have like 7,000 damage of enemies worth left in a way, right? And obviously all we need to do, we need to pay attention who is the closest to us, and in this kind of situation, object 263 is the winner. Ding, 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 ding. Let's give him a medal for this. And obviously we are waiting until we are going to reload. We are reloading fully, then we are peeking against him once again. And I noticed and I figured out, how about if we would be aggressive against this guy? Maybe he will struggle to penetrate us, at least that's what I'm hoping for. Fully aiming to his lower plate, and luckily we are penetrating him. 5,000 damage just like this, 4.5 minutes into the battle, which is very, very nice. I'm considering where do I want to shoot him, and I decided to go for a lower plate because I know I am going to penetrate him. And pretty much that's about it. This is the whole game, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, believe me, I would love to say we have that button which we could click and start moving faster in the game with the Mauschen, but it is not the case. And this is as much as we are going to get in this game. I would call this battle a bloody perfection, and the main reason why I would call this battle perfection, we made pressure from the very first moment when we could, and we farmed as many enemies as we physically managed to. That's about it. Great game, 5.7 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage. Next game is going to be the best damage game with this vehicle. Well, we had a marking session, so let's go. And we are back, fellas. And what better battle we are going to have than in Ensk, right? Ensk is a map which is extremely tiny, and it is quite nuts. This map is still existing in the tier 10, to be fair with you, but that's what we have. So for Mauschen, obviously the key for this vehicle is tiny spaces in a way, right? Kempinovka for Mauschen is bad, and Ensk for Mauschen is pretty damn good, right? Since usually battles in Ensk is taking a couple of minutes only, I am making as much pressure as I physically and possibly can. This is what I'm trying to do, because I know this very, very well, fellas. If I am going to be passive, we are not going to have a great performance, and this is very, very important thing to highlight. Meanwhile, hello chair footer. Unfortunately, we are missing shot to this gentleman, which sucks, and I am kind of sad about this, but it doesn't really matter. So we are trying to use angle of our armor as good as we physically and possibly can, right? And it is working kind of alright. It definitely can be better, right? We got penetrated once by the light tank, but it doesn't really matter, fellas. Meanwhile, our E4 got shotgunned by the enemy FV, and now I'm not feeling so good anymore. Meanwhile, light tank, unfortunately, we are missing a snapshot, and fellas, this is very, very important thing to highlight. Everything is depending on the luck. Sometimes you are missing fully aimed shots, and sometimes you are snapshotting like there is no tomorrow, and as you can see in this game, we are relying on the fact enemies will make one or another mistake, and we will punish them this way, right? This chair footer, he is annoying, fellas. He is the main reason why we are not working the other guys out yet, and we are simply, we are being kind of patient. We are waiting until he will make a mistake and until he will get effed. Meanwhile, I'm checking out where the flying F am I getting penetrated, because this chair footer is shredding us like hot knife through the butter without gold ammunition. So once again, this is pretty damn interesting stuff if you would ask me. But he penetrated us, oh well, what can we do? And I am thinking at this point, no chair footer peek. Just peek once. That's all I need from your side. Chair footer, just peek. Oh, hello there. 510 into the T10 phase. That's very good. And luckily we had some support, so that's very nice. Okay, look at this. I am paying attention to this chair footer, and this is my biggest threat. This is my biggest enemy. If we are eliminating the tank who is shooting us into the side, we can start working out the other people, right? And looking into this shot, no skill, no, this is not real life. Oh yes, it is. We aim at fully, and luckily for us we managed to eliminate this guy from the game. Absolutely amazing. So we are 3 minutes into the battle, and you might wonder, no, but Skill, why are you sharing this performance with us? You don't have the great game. It's not your, it's looking like a pile of Kaku Skill. No, this is only the start. We have plenty of time left, and I know typical Ensk battle is taking from 3 up to 4 minutes, but this is not typical Ensk battle. It might take even 7, fellas. I know, mind-blowing. Anyways, what we are doing, we are obviously moving backwards for obvious reasons, because I want to eliminate this 60, actually 50 TP from the game, right? The tier 9 Tishkevich. So this is our plan. Obviously, I took one for the team by showing him my flat side, but that's on me. I simply did not have that much time to deal with him in a way, right? And I am trying to side scrap, I'm trying to do the things properly, but this guy is just taking forever. So I said, enough of covering my cupola, just simply smack him in the face, and luckily it worked very, very well. Meanwhile, there is a convoy on the side, but I don't really care about him, because there is Esterva who is trying to make a hardcore pressure, right? And we are obviously punishing him for his mistake. 6-5 score, everything is looking pretty damn well, and there is a T54 in the back. Smacking T54 in the back, 500, hip hip hooray, that's very, very nice, and very much appreciated. And enemy Nifava is shotgunning the second time this time. I am so paranoid about their subs whenever I'm working on the YouTube video. I am not streaming. Whew. Okay, never mind. Let's focus on the game. Esterva just missed the shot. I can overmatch this tank without bigger problems whatsoever. All I need to do, I need to shoot him into the lower plate, and we are feeling Gucci. And once again, pay attention, fellas, how many gold rounds we fired in this game. None. Absolutely none. Not a single gold round, fellas. Why so, Skill? Whenever I am playing for Mark of Excellence, or whenever I am playing for something else, that doesn't really matter. I am having, usually, I am not shooting full gold. I am using gold when I actually need it. And in this kind of situation, I did not felt like I need some gold or something. By the way, spoiler alert, we hit this guy with a blind shot, so we have over 6,000 damage already. And at this point, I am feeling like, okay, our team is winning quite a bit, so I believe at this point we need to go in front and we need to get a bit more involved, because otherwise we are not going to get that much use. By any means, this game is already good, fellas, but I would love to get a bit more, you know, greediness, fellas, greediness. Esterva side taking a second to aim, and he is out. Meanwhile, 140 is saying, no, mother trucker, do you want to fight against the Russian power? And I'm saying, yes, sir, please, allow me to. I am thinking, can I penetrate him into the side? I'm going for a shot, unfortunately bounce from the side at this point. And this is quite sad thing, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to get a bit more use. As you can see, the 268 is moving in front like crazy, mother trucker. We are side scrapping against him, and yeah, side scrap your ass, buddy, side scrap your ass. Okay, still by any means not a bad score, and we have over 7,000 damage dealt, and who could expect we are going to have the best performance in map like Ensk, right? Slow, heavy tank, who could ever expect that? Anyways, 15-9 victory is victory even in this, and let's move to the last game. And in the last game you will see how the things are looking like whenever you are meeting bunch of enemies who doesn't know how to penetrate you, or alternatively not willing to load gold. Let's see how the things will look like. Let's go. And we are back, fellas. We are in the Live Oaks I am a top tier, we are playing against the tier 8s, and obviously what we can do in this game is just to make pressure. If you don't mind, I am going to use the twice faster speed until we are going to get in position and until we will start our action, right? Because like I said before, the most annoying part with the tanks like Mauschen, T95, whatever, right? Those slow vehicles is to get into position, and I wish to say we could do the same thing in the game, right? Just clicking the blood, spanking, or however it's called in English language, 2 fingers and we are in position. Unfortunately, this is not the case, and that's why I cannot rate that tank that high in the index page, if you know what I mean. Anyways, we arrive at that position, we are politely asking T32 to move back, and now we are going to be involved, and this game is going to be crazy, fellas. It will truly be crazy, fellas. Speaking about amount of the guns we are going to face. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention where our team is playing exactly. As you can see that yourself, our team is not really too involved in this game, and I believe I don't really need to say absolutely anything about this. They're just chilling in the back. I understand city is kind of dangerous, you know, there is a lot of dangers there. There is a lot of tanks and so on, but in other words, we don't really have support here, and I am considering my life choices. Maybe I want to be a bit more involved here, and at this point I understood this is no bueno. E75, even though he is stock, he is in the side, that's not good. Our T32 got slaughtered, and this is not very nice. Luckily for us, enemy T30 is stock, so he is not so dangerous. If he would have like 300, if he would have 750 alpha damage. And now, fellas, this is going to be the most impressive part of this game. There is a standard B, there is IS3, IS3A, 75, T30 Defender, and many others. And you know what? We are just chilling here. We are side scrapping, we are having a great time. And if the standard B, if this gentleman would have gold loaded, we would have a very many of the problems, if you know what I mean. It wouldn't be fun for us because he would shred us like hot knife through the butter, and we would not enjoy ourselves. But luckily for us, this gentleman is not willing to load gold, so we can enjoy ourselves in a way, right? We know IS3A is shooting gold. I am very well aware of that, and at this point I am feeling already pretty confident, to be fair with you. Even though we are getting penetrated by this IS3 with a gold, I don't really mind too much, and I am dreaming about eliminating this guy from the game. And pay attention how many times in this game I am using the trick when I am pretending I am not looking to the enemy, especially against this IS3 and against this standard B. We are obviously holding angle, and good luck penetrating this vehicle, if you know what I mean. Plus on top of that, we are working this E75 out, and by the way, obviously stock E75, this is not even fair, and honestly it isn't, fellas. But you know what, surprise, life isn't fair either. So if you have a stock tank, unlucky. Meanwhile, we are bouncing the standard B side, and look at this, I'm not even bothering to move. I am having a great time, and I am waiting until I will be able to eliminate them from the game. And you know, speaking about life isn't fair, we just bounced the side of IS3. Yeah, well, Skill, here you go. Instant karma for you. Oh well, what can we do? Anyways, relax, take it easy. We have all time in the world of tanks, and I am wondering when our team will start making pressure. We have a solid 4000 damage dealt, we have 3000 assisting damage, and obviously we have all time in the world of tanks. Speaking about all time in the world of tanks, hey, how are you doing, guys? You see, I'm even raising the gun, and unlucky for this gentleman, he is stock as well. So yeah, T30 stock, 257 stock, and This is how you are crafting those great games. You are playing aggressively, you are meeting newer players in the world of tanks, because I can promise you that if we would meet, let's say, fluffy super unicorns here, the situation would be completely different. I would get penetrated every single time into my shoulders, or I suppose to say I would get penetrated every single time into my cheeks, right? And it would be game over pretty much. It would be game over. Meanwhile, 257 is saying, oh, now I go. I'm saying go for it, buddy, go for it. Meanwhile, we are making good angle against two guys, IS3 and 257, and this 257 have no bloody clue how to deal with us. We are aiming for his forehead just like this, and we are penetrating him like there is no tomorrow. One mistake what I'm doing here is I am not realizing maybe, or I am just simply too greedy and I'm kind of ignoring this E75. I paid quite a big price for this because this gentleman penetrated us twice for the same damage, aka 388, and now we are down to one-shottable. I am considering my life choices and I'm thinking, maybe I can go for this 9-0, maybe I can go for this E75. I am paying attention how the things are looking like, and since he is not paying too much attention for us, we are trying to make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. We are eliminating the IS3 for a game, and E75 is eliminating us from the game as well. That sucks, fellas. This game had potential of easily being like, I would say, 8,000, maybe 9,000, because as you can see, it is going to take quite some time until our team will eliminate everyone from the game, but it is how it is. Nothing what we can change about this, and it was pure greediness, okay? Nothing more than that. There is no one to blame apart myself, and I need to accept my responsibility. And Skill, you made so much fun of this E75. Yeah, unlucky, what can I say? Once again, probably we could get a couple of extra shots here, but it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. Our team is picking up a beautiful victory, and I believe we are quite a big part of this game as well. And now the best part of all this, let's teleport to the scoreboard and let's see what we crafted over those 3 games. Let's go. And we are back, fellas, with a scoreboard. So, very first battle which we had was Airfield. We made as much pressure as we physically and possibly could. And we finished everything with a solid ace, with a high caliber, 6.3 thousand damage, 1,000 assisting damage, which is fine. 1.5 base experience, obviously, first by the damage and first by experience. And we made 64,000 profits in 5 minutes. Not with a premium tank. Not bad if you would ask me. The second game was in Ensk, aka the best damage game with a Mauschen in the random battles. We have obviously ace, we have high caliber, we were playing against the tier 10 vehicles and we did not fire any gold rounds whatsoever. 7,000 damage, 1.4 thousand assisting damage since we hit that blind shot, right? And we made 59,000 profits like there is no tomorrow. And last but not least, we met a lot of paid actors in the live oaks, and in the live oaks we managed to get ourselves ace, high caliber, 6.1 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage, 1.4 base experience, and we made 43,000 profits. Fellas, love me, hate me, but Mauschen can work in certain situations, and once again, I was quite surprised how well this tank actually behaved when I played with it. I kind of enjoyed it. I never ever thought I'm going to say that, but I did. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.